Hello everybody and welcome back to Final Blade. Today I'm going to be going over a sort of new player guide of sorts. It's going to be what should new players know about the game before going into it. And the first and most important thing that you should know, I covered it in my first video, I covered it in my second video, is the most important topic when talking about Final Blade. The game just released for global, and its global release server is actually called Asia, and you guys need to make sure, if you don't want to be on a server with a bunch of people with already maxed characters, join Asia's server to have the fresh start with everybody else. That is the most important thing. Alright, so let's go over some of the things in the game. So let's say you want to reroll. Can I change my name? Yes, you can change your name. It costs 500 stones or gems. It is not that difficult to get this. I have spent in the first 30 to 40 hours of the game. I don't remember exactly how long the game has been out now. I've spent about 80 or 90,000 gems just completely free to play. I will say when you change your name, that old name, you can never change back to that old name. A name is gone forever once it is used, and your country that you pick is there permanently, so make sure you pick the right one. Another one to talk about, this is really important, is your start dash, which in this game is called a hero trail. So in this, you will realize that it is a snaking path and not 5 and then 5, so it goes these 5 and then down, then these 5, and then down, and so on and so forth, all the way across. So, the day one that you join, make sure before you start hero enhancing, before you do black money for the first time, make sure you join clan. Because if you join a clan, but you've already done these two, you won't get these rewards. If you're on this one and you don't join a clan, but you use up all of your black money tries for your first day, you're gonna have to wait a whole 24 hours or. The game resets at 7 p.m. EST, so that is when you will have to wait for your next Black Money try. Same with if you see Duels coming up, or Endless Tower coming up, or Daily Dungeon coming up. Make sure your first day that you try to optimally go through this. It's more of a tip than a new player thing, I suppose. And save a merge if you are really close to this one here, because merge involves two very specific things. Now, what is a merge? Well, let me explain it to you guys. So, you take a hero, you enhance them, and depending on what their star level is compared to the star level of the person you're enhancing, so for this person, it is a 1%, because they're a 5-star, to go up 1 enhanced level. 10% for a 2-star, and all the way up. If it is the same star as the current unit you are using, it'll always be 100%. And this one has a max enhance of 7. This 4-star here has a max enhance of 6. So what you can do when it says combine is you can do this at any rank or at any star level except for 7, and we'll talk about 7 in a minute, from 6 to 7. So you hit combine. If they are not in any of your parties, so you see this one is grayed out because he's in one of my parties. So I'd have to remove him here, so he's no longer in my party. Now I could use him if he was available. So I have 2 maxed heroes, I click combine, there you go, cost 250k, combine them together, I now get a random 6-star. And I can choose to re-roll this 6-star here if I don't like this one and I want a different one. Personally, I'm just going to use it for fodder anyways, so it doesn't matter who I get. Unless I got in-ring or shadow at this point, all of them are going to be fodder, so for me it does not matter. But that's what the merge is in that start dash reward, alright? So the next is, what's the difference between raising a hero to max and what is this M+1 stuff here? So once you reach max level or max enhance for a 6-star unit, when you try to enhance them further, you can only use grade 6 heroes. They don't need to be enhanced. They don't need to have anything special with them. So you use the 6-star as fodder to raise this character from max +4 to max, or max plus 3 to max plus 4. And you'll see there's the gold cost there. And so then the next step, this is how to get a 7-star, is I then go to Advent once they're at max plus 5, and a hero at max plus 5, and another hero at max plus 5 that are 6-star. Go together, they have to be of the same class. Or at least I'm pretty sure they have to be of the same class. It doesn't show a class requirement, so you may be able to use anything, but from what I understand, it needs to be the same class. Someone can confirm or deny that in comments below. So you combine them two, and then you get to pick your 7-star. So it costs 2 million gold and 50 Eternal Fox Essence, and I'll show you guys how to get this next. But, this is the end game unit. You cannot summon for these. This is the only way to get these. So it costs a total, with everything, 12 6-stars, and then all the 5 and 4 and 3 stars that you use to enhance. The next tip for a new player, go to sell, bulk sell, and check your 1st and 2nd star heroes. So what this is going to mean is every time you sell your heroes, you'll sell all 1 and 2 star units. As you saw there a moment ago, just how important gold is. So 1 and 2 star cost too much gold and don't give a high enough chance for any of the units you will ever enhance. So you're going to want to just sell 1 and 2 star. If you are desperate for gold, you can sell 3 star. Alright, so then how do I get that Fox Essence? Alright, so in Market here, you will see that you can get gold. This particular, well, you use 50k gold to make a gold plated, kind of looks like a hat, kind of looks like a pirate's hat. To make a market token, you need 10k gold and 200 pearls. Pearls are gotten from souls. Also, this currency is gotten from souls as well. We'll go over that again in a minute here. Oops. You can use your dark chocolate, which you get from playing the game currently. This is an event currency. You can also use your chocolate on getting gear boxes. In order, I recommend you guys buy the Gear 5 box, the Gear 6, Grade 6 Hero Bottle, Gear 4 Hero Bottle. The next thing to go over here is under here, you can make a 6-star hero using Gear 6 pieces and market tokens. So you're going to have to buy these using gold and pearls. You can also buy Gear 5, Gear 4, and Gear 3 heroes. So you can use your gold and pearls to guarantee yourself Gear 5. And then the last one here is that Eternal Fox Essence. So it takes market tokens and Eternal Fox Fangs. Eternal Fox Fangs are gotten from clearing the raid boss. And I'll show you exactly how to do that. So under battle, raid boss here, you will see if you progress in adventure, Rift can be discovered. So at account level 20, you unlock this and you have to progress in story. And then it'll say boss is available. Until you fight the boss, nobody else can fight it. Once you fight it, you can actually, there's a checkbox that you can say if you want other people to be able to hit your boss or not. But participating here is based on your friends list, as far as I can tell. Let me just confirm if GUI is a friend of mine. I'm pretty sure it is. I may be incorrect, though. I am incorrect. So those are just requests for everybody. So I was wrong with that. So the next most important thing is once you have summoned a unit and you are account level 22, make sure you check in here to see if the unit is one of these. You can see this is Eugen, this is Hojin. You can check to see who it is here. So when summoning, make sure that you are looking for, do I have this unit? Alright, I should probably save it if I'm save it until I have all 3 of these, because what these give you, once again, Fox Essence, they give you Gear 5 hero bottles, they give you Essence Enhancing, they give you Gear 5 boxes, so Destiny is going to help you to progress a whole bunch, and you can do each of these once, as far as I could tell. And you need these 3 heroes to be able to do this mission set for this. Daily Dungeon. I finally know what Daily Dungeon actually is. In my first look video, I didn't actually know what it was. So what this does is it gives you ultimate scrolls, and it gives you accessory, for here it gives you accessory enhanced materials. So what that is the next thing in the game. If I want to enhance any of these 4 accessories, raise their +1. Oh, sorry. They all cost accessory enhanced scroll. So each day you will get these from doing Daily Dungeon, and the harder one you do, the more ultimates you do, and the more scrolls that you get. So don't go just willy-nilly enhancing all equipment. I actually would recommend you don't enhance any equipment until you have 4 stars, unless you are absolutely out of all options, because this is the bottleneck for progression later on in the game. It's not your heroes, it's not your skills, it's not your account level. They do matter, but this is the big thing here, because you take a base one of these, which is 379. I can't show you. The base one is like 80 or 100 damage, so almost 4 times the stats here for max enhancing a weapon. So that is where you're going to go. So speaking of those, how do I get my, how do I quickly level up a hero? How do I level up their skills? How does this work? So first thing you need to know, I am account level 27. The max level any of my characters can be is 27. So you want to go with the quickest place for account EXP. So how do I level this character up? Let's choose one that's not maxed. Right here, let's use our Colossus. You go to training. So training, you can see it gives 460 experience. The level 10 trainer, 460 experience. The level 20 trainer, so you will unlock this one at level 10, this one at level 20. And by that I mean, when I go to enhance this trainer, I can spend gold to make this trainer now all my trainers now level 26. And this is again locked by account, so you see if I try to go to 28, it says I can't do it. So when I get to 30, it will, when I raise the 30 one unlocks. So I use this character, I do start training. This character will give 928 experience to this guy right here. And then you have 2 hours. This one's an hour 50 and this one's an hour 40. This one should be 210. 2 hours and 20 minutes, and this one should be 2.5 hours for each of the trainers. So the biggest thing with this is the biggest new player advice I can give to anybody when it comes to training. Don't use these. Don't use your mentor training. Don't use these. So it will actually warn you to make sure that you guys are properly warned before you do it that it is a mistake. If you go to start training, it will say you have 4 of these. If I click use, it'll say account level is too low, so all EXP from mentor cannot be completely gained when you continue with this. So wait to use these until you start having 7-star or advent heroes. Otherwise you are wasting them, and it is very, very difficult to get another one. So do not do this. This is actually going to also be in my top 10 mistakes list. Do not use this. Don't rush. It is not worth it. Wait until you're account level 40 or 50, you know? 50 looks like it's the max, actually, if anybody was wondering. So then your skill levels cost no SP, no resource that replenishes over time that you need to constantly come back. Your skills can only be as high as the character's level. So something to note there. Gear. The right side hand gear, this is all warrior gear. A warrior can only wear warrior gear, but everybody can use accessory gear. So you can put your accessories on it. So I'm prioritizing putting all my best accessories on her, and then I'll, between these two, the better healer is Francie, so I'm prioritizing giving her all of the healer, well, support equipment before I give it to him. So on that note, when it comes to equipment, if I were to say put on this one here, if I just equip it right now, all this would do is destroy this and put this one on. Instead, I can click it and click remove, and it costs pearls. So this is another use for your pearls, other than getting those fox essences that you'll need by buying market tokens. So if I'm going to combine, say, these two units together, which I am eventually going to combine these two specific units together to make my first 7-star, it'll probably be these two, because I have two priests that I'm using. Make sure to unequip everything from both of these, otherwise you just lose everything. It is a huge mistake. I did it for my first ever combine with units that I was using, and I lost I lost all 16 pieces of gear. It was really bad. So, speaking of gear, what do you do with gear that you don't need? Because I don't need any of that gear right there. You don't use it for enhancing. You use those scrolls that I showed you about. So you go to your bag, you go to gear, you can click sell, and you can sell your gear for premium currency. Not for gold, like in other games. No. This game is the most free-to-play game you will ever play. This game, you give yourself a bunch of pay-to-win currency for selling. And I know there's a faster way to do this. It's just, I just wanna I feel like doing it this way. All right, Timmy? Yeah, exactly. There you go. So that's how you, that's what you do with your leftover gear that you don't need. You see all of your different ultimates here. This is where you go to sell your currency that you get from the black money, which I will show you guys in a minute here. In the accessory, or etc., will be your gear boxes. It'll be your hero bottles, which you will get a whole lot of. And it'll be your ultimate boxes as well. They all take up hero slots. I highly recommend everybody raise their hero and their gear inventory to at least 100, though I would probably go to 150 or 200 if you plan to really AFK this game. Alright, so we talked about something, and then I was going to go show it to you guys. Black money. So what is black money? We talked about it way back here in the start dash reward. So black money is you chase down this cart right here, but you have to fight enemies along the way. So it gets away. The cart is running away very quickly. You can catch up to it at about 1 to 2 meters a second. But it has a time, or it has the end of the stage where it escapes. If you want all 500k here, you're going to have to be able to constantly catch up to it and beat it. So the person that I last saw that beat the 500k had about 750k. When I beat the 150k, I had 238k. You want to be much higher, and the more DPS you bring to this, the better, because it is a DPS race. You only get 2 tries a day, so that's why I said make sure that you do this your first day with that start dash reward. We went over daily boss, we went over raid boss. These tries are for entering your other people's. These tries are for summoning your own. The mission for these is also a little bit wrong, since we'll go over this one more time. So this one right here says duel 10 times. It's not duel 10 times, it's win 10 duels. This says challenge a raid boss. It's not challenge a rage boss, it's challenge one and make sure that it dies. This isn't do daily dungeon and fail multiple times, because when you fail you lose your try. This is do it 3 times and succeed 3 times. Make sure you guys know that. Acquire formation for this one. If you guys are wondering if you should rush this one, don't. Because formations are unlocked via player level. So you'll see this one's gold purchase possible. This one is. Hey, this one isn't, because it unlocks for gold purchase at level 30. Or I could spend premium currency to unlock it now. Don't do this for anybody. for any of them. People have been asking me since yesterday, what is the best formation? Currently, until you are at 7 stars with very, very high base stats, our hat is going to be your best for everything, including farming. Because, even PvP, in my eyes, because the bonus hit rate, challenge you guys, go into a match right now and watch how much the enemy evades you. Evasion is really, really, really high in this game, and your hit rate is really low. So make sure that you are maxing out our hat as soon as you can using gold. Speaking of, I actually haven't done that myself, so I should probably do that. Dueling, like I said, you need to win. You can win team match or survival match. You just have to win a combination of 10 times between the two. So make sure that you are doing that. For survival match, tanks and healers are completely useless. Only use DPS for this. Trust me, your tanks and healers are just going to get destroyed because it's a one-on-one fight. Here, however, tanks and healers are very good. The next thing... actually gotta look at my list here. We went over market. So clan here. I am not currently in a clan. I will actually show you guys the clan that I will be in. If you guys wish to join, make sure you let me know. It is going to be Alloy Wolves, which means blue wolves. In clan, there is going to be a clan raid boss, which you can fight 2 times a day. As soon as it is killed, the next one immediately spawns, so you will always have one available, so there's no reason to not do your 2 tries every day. It's just more rewards for you. Also, I forgot to mention, clearing raid bosses is how you get those fox essences to get tier 7 units. I know this is a little jumbled up. You can also train 1 person a day. What happens is you go to a person, go to the highest level person you can find, click train. They can only give it once a day, so the higher level people in your guild are going to be the most requested. You go to them, you click train, they train your units the way that your trainers do. So that is a 4th way to train for your start dash reward. Next is explore. In explore, you send a unit out. The higher star the unit, the less time it takes to explore. This does not keep your unit from doing other parts of the game, thank God, because you want to use your highest star unit, and once you have 7 stars, not being able to use them in content would really suck. So next one I unlock is at 28, 36, and 44. They give you very high grade tier loot gear boxes. Endless Tower. Oh, okay. So what this did is, because I cleared all the way to, actually cleared to 56. I don't know why it did there. I guess because somebody died before 56. But because I have cleared up to 52, I immediately get 765 rice. Cleared all the way up to here for me. So you get, yeah, see, I cleared all the way up to 55. So all of these rewards are all one time. But then once a day, you can clear all of the towers up to this point, and you get stamina. This is very, very, very good for hero bottles, for market tokens, for gear, for awakening scrolls, for pearls, for gold. The tower is fantastic in this game, and oh, I wanted to show you guys, but it won't let me go any further. It won't let me show you any further than 80 floors. Maybe that's all that's unlocked currently, but there you go. Alright, next thing in the game is Index. So in Index, collecting 50 heroes here will give me this reward. Collecting 25 heroes here will give me this reward. So make sure you are constantly checking back, because this is going to be one of your biggest sources of Sapphire very early on. The next thing is... who should you start with in this game before you start playing? Personally, I say Vivian. And I say Vivian with... I am on chapter 14 of the game. I actually just got to chapter 14 on stream. I am still using Vivian in my team. I have gotten 6 stars. You just saw me use or get a 6 star, and I'm gonna flutter them away instead of using Vivian, or instead of, I could use them instead of Vivian. I am standing by her. She is fantastic. She heals herself. She deals tons and tons and tons of damage. She is the one you should start with, though the second best option is Ember. The other two are not very good, except Aaron is a waifu. So, what makes a unit good? We'll talk about Ember to talk about what makes a unit good. If you're wondering, hey, is XYZ unit good? And you want to ask someone and it takes, for example, me 4 hours to respond, and you're impatient and you want to know now. Well, if something says all enemies, it's usually a better skill unless it's a high damage nuke. If it says all enemies and knocks down all enemies, usually you're looking at a very meta skill. The meta in the game is pushback and knockdown. That's why Shadow is so highly sought after. Not because Shadow is good in PvE, because Shadow is not good in PvE. She is a monster in the 1v1s, and she is a monster in world boss, or raid bosses. Knock down all, so then we look here. All enemies take damage. This is not a very good skill. Here, we see gives all allies armor. All allies have increased attack damage. And she taunts all enemies. So once again, all enemies, a taunt, very nice. And then here, she taunts, and then she reflects damage back. So will be okay for you at the start. So knockdowns are very, 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 very good. And then another example of a great skill is Avenging Fist here, which is, or sorry, did I say Avenging Fist? I meant Storm Fist. All enemies has a 32% chance to stun them all for 3.2 seconds. This is another example of a meta skill. So the more all a knockdown and all stuns a unit has, the better they are. That is how you can figure out that it is a good enemy or a good skill worth using. Alright, anything else I can go over? Right. The next thing for new players is when you clear missions, you have this reward for clearing the stage no matter what star. And once you get all 3 stars, or once you get 10 3 stars, you get this reward. 23 stars, you get this reward. And all 30, and you will get this reward, which is 1,300 sapphires. That's a lot. So you want to make sure that you're collecting these rewards as you go through. Because I saw somebody that had cleared all the way to chapter 10 and hadn't collected these rewards. And had about 9-10 pulls just waiting for them. So make sure you're collecting these rewards. So Razzie, I'm stuck on 1310. What do I do? How do I progress? What's the most efficient way for me to get EXP, to get gold, to get gear? To get gear, farm the last boss. To get gold, EXP, or premium, or the sapphires, clear the stage that you can do in 1.5 minutes or less, and make sure you're watching. That is before a boss stage. So let's say I can't clear this boss. I want to do this one, and if I do it in 1.5 minutes, it's the best stage for me. If I can't, then I'll go back a stage, in this case to 13:4, and see if I can clear it in 1.5 minutes. If I can't, then the most efficient for me is 12:9. Keep going back. To speed up your clear time, get more hit rate. When enhancing, what should I do for enhancing? Well, the most efficient way, as I told you guys, is to sell 1 and 2 star heroes. You want to use your 3-star heroes to enhance 5 stars. You can use 4 stars to enhance 5 stars, but only if you have all of your current 6 stars maxed, as I currently do. You should use your 4 stars to enhance your 6 stars. You can use your 5 stars to enhance 6 stars, but every 5 star that you use to enhance, for a guaranteed enhance, all you're doing is just being impatient. All this does is give you, you spend less gold to slow down your progress in the long run, because every 2 5 stars is a 6 star. So every time that you do that, you're losing out on half a 6 star. So I would not ever recommend you using 5 stars until You know, a month or two down the line when you have, you know, like 100 5-stars in your inventory or 50 in your inventory, you know, a stupid amount where they're like candy for you. And you will get to that point. So that is for enhancing. For shop, I recommend everybody to pull on this banner until you have 4 or 5 good heroes, and then get yourself a shadow for PvP, or for the fact that if you need a bow user to merge with your current bow user, if that's the way it works. I'm pretty sure that's the way it works. If you're wondering, save up your ticket pulls until you can do a 10 pull, because a 10 pull guarantees you a 5 to 6 grade hero. Only ever do 10 pulls. Do not do single pulls in this game. It is the most inefficient you can do, almost more than foddering out your 5-stars. Don't use gold to summon here. This is bad. Lucky combination. If you guys missed this or didn't click this, this means if I summon 7 3-stars, 2 4-stars, and 1 5-star, I get 100k gold. If I get 9 3-stars and 1 5-star, I get a grade 6 hero. This is sort of like pity protection for people with bad luck, and they get a good spread of units that gives them a lucky thing. So this is those training tickets we're talking about. But maybe not give them something that they wanted. Let's talk about buying rice. Only buy rice with pearls. Don't use this currency. Don't do it. I have not run out of rice once, so I've only bought it for the daily mission. You can use the buy rice with pearls for it to count for you. Don't buy gold. Tickets, none of these are worth it, except if you really need to duel for that duel mission, you can use your pearls here. This also gives you half of what you need. You need 50, so a little over half what you need for a 7-star. So if you're a whale, for example, you can, and you have a lot of these to spend, or if you're really impatient, or you just finished farming one and you really need your second one, this is the way to go. Lastly, if you're going to summon, there are 2 efficient amounts to summon that are the most efficient ways, but make sure you have the space for them, and I will go over that in just a second, as I am going to do something really quick, and then we'll get going into a summon and call the video an end. And we'll finish it with a question that somebody asked today on stream. So you see, using 4 stars gives you a lot first, and I'm going to use 3 stars because I got a lot of gold. Alright, I got enough slots here. So, the most efficient way for you to summon is at least have 3,800 crystals here. If you have at least 3,800, you'll be using your crystals wisely. I would recommend that you go when you have 5,600, though you can go at 7,400 as well. The reason why I say summon every time you have 3,800 or 5,400 is every single 10 pull in this game. You gotta look at it this way. A 6-star, well, great. Maybe it's a 6-star that you needed. Good. Every pull that you do in this game is going to start giving you more fodder, giving you more units, giving you more 6-stars to get more 7-stars. Every single pull in this game, unlike other games that you do, every single pull is progression. I've gotten 22 10 pulls in a row without a 6-star. I'm happy with every single one of the pulls I've gotten because I've managed to make several 6-stars through combining. Don't look at this, I implore you guys, don't look at summons as, I didn't get a 6-star, I only got 1 5-star. It's not like other games. Everything is good fodder, and it all moves up to make you good units. Alright? So let's end the, let's end this out here with a question from somebody. We answered that one. We answered that one. Alright. Do all 6 stars have the option to go to 7-star? Asked TM Trainer Glitchy 92 today. And the answer is no. Not quite. And maybe not yet. Maybe they all will eventually. So, if you guys want to get your name featured and you want to get your question heard and you want other people to hear, maybe it's a question that you think a lot of people have and you want the answer to be heard so that other people get it. Shadow, there's a 7-star version of her. Colossus, there's a 6-star version of him. There is not a 7-star version of him. If I were to go look through all of these right here, you'll see Tyrell, Black Prince, Sohi, Zetian, Celia, Harper, Berserker Inrong, Iron Fist Wuhi, Voltor Muchan, Air Youngju, Devil Diane, Goddess Ashley, and Bloody Shadow. Those are the only 7 stars. But does that mean my Colossus is useless and won't go to 7-star? No. The way that you get a 7-star unit is if I go to Advent here. Maybe I didn't go over this earlier. So you get a unit, a 6-star unit to max enhance. So you'll see here. So you'll see here when I enhance a unit, you'll see they have a max enhance of 7. So for her, it was 8. So I get her to a max of 8, or for example 8, and then I click enhance, and I can only use 6 stars, 100% chance, to raise her to max +1, then max +2, +3, +4, +5. So then when you get them to max +5, you see she's +4 here, so 4 6 stars have gone into her. I then go to Advent, and I need a max +5 unit, a max +5 unit, plus the currency. I did go over this, to make a 7-star. So let's go to Colossus. Remember, he doesn't have a 7-star. But he can be used with another hero to make a 7-star of your choice. So that doesn't mean he's useless. That's why every unit in this game is useful. And eventually I think all units will get 7 stars. All 6-star units will get 7 stars. Just the game is very new. So that was a fantastic question. Thanks for asking. Alrighty guys, and one last thing that I missed while I was live recording this here on Twitch, this guide video, was that when playtime, as you see right here, this playtime here where it says a minute, when playtime reaches 3 minutes, something special happens, which is you get additional speed. So on the missions where you're farming a boss that takes, or you're fighting a boss where it takes 6 or 7 minutes to kill, just know that at 3 minutes in, this is exactly what happens, which is your playtime goes from a ×2 to a ×3, and it continues to go up as you play. So I'm going to go ahead and insert the clip there, and then enjoy the summoning. It was supposed to pop up there. Yep, play speed has increased because certain playtime has been reached. Alrighty, so let's do a couple of 10 pulls here. We're going to skip because we are mostly done with the video here. We have already gone a little bit over than what I would have liked. So we're just going to open all. We got our lucky combination. Cool. 100k gold. I will take it. And then, so this right here, this 10% currency, 10% off, this only lasts for 5 minutes. If you leave this screen, this goes away. So you can't go get the currency. I don't know why it has a 5-minute cooldown, because if you leave the screen, this goes away. You can't go get more currency and then do this. So this is why 3,800, 5,600, or 7,400 are the best, because every 2 or 3 10 summons, you're probably going to be able to make a 6-star anyways. So it's better to do it every 2 or 3 times. Alright, let's keep going. Hopefully you guys will see a 6-star summon light. There it is. 24th pull to get a 6-star. And it's Griffin. Griffin is not a good unit. Well, not one of the better 6-stars. All 6 stars, by the way, if you guys are wondering, all 6 stars in this game are usable. There are a set list of couple that are better. In my reroll guide video, I actually listed all of the ones that are the better of the 6 stars. If you guys want me to give you a list of the better 5-star units, I can let you know as well. 24 10 summons to get a 6-star. That is how the cookie crumbles. Alright, and then we got one more to end the video out. If you guys enjoyed this video, please go ahead and leave a like rating. If you have anything you guys want to add, if you guys have a question you want to ask and be featured in the next video, feel free to comment down below. If you want to see more of this content or any other content I provide, I am a variety streamer / YouTuber. I cover a whole bunch of different games. Feel free to subscribe. See you guys in the next video. Later.